Hello everyone. So it's been a really eventful year. Let's put it that way. Um this year, I still have like 2 weeks left, I guess, but this year is almost coming to an end. Looking back, it's been a changeful year, it's an eventful year. At the beginning of the year, I didn't even remotely think that I would be doing what I am right now. Like, sorry, by the way, sorry for the ripped pajama. This is kind of comfortable pajama, so I always wear it, but probably should have worn something better if I knew that I'm gonna film, but this is what I do. Just when I feel like filming, I do that. But anyways, like at the beginning of the year, I was just of the mindset that I'm just gonna keep on posting videos on YouTube. I'm talking about my Japanese channel as always with thousands of subscribers. I posted videos to that channel a lot last year, and as being a jobless, unemployed, a high school dropout that lives in my parents' basement, I just was like so anxious about going outside. I didn't even think I'm gonna make any friends this year, and I'm not gonna, I didn't even think about going to college at the beginning of the year, but somehow here I am. My semester ended like last week, and I just saw yesterday that I got all A's. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it's been a lot, and I joined a group called Climate for Palestine here in Toronto, and like that was the big thing. Like, so in February, I thought that was like the first time I thought, okay, maybe I should be going outside. And then back then, I thought I was autistic. Like, some people have told me that I'm probably autistic. And like, so, but I took the psychological assessment this year, like, and I got the result in like August, and they said that I'm not autistic. So even though I do sometimes like show some autistic tendencies sort of, but I'm not really autistic. That's kind of what they concluded. So there's that. But back then I thought I'm just straight up autistic. So I joined this like autistic community group. I went to their um their events, like just chatting events and some other stuff. And I was like, I just wanted friends. But I kind of like, you know, yeah, I'm sorry. And then in May, I joined this Climate for Palestine group, which is a group of climate activists united in Palestinian liberation. And that was like the best thing I did ever, I think, because like those two issues are the issues that I really care about the most: climate justice, climate crisis, and the genocide in Gaza. Like these things, like just keep me awake at night. Like I think about this a lot, and so like when that I saw it on Instagram, like I was following an account called Fridays for Future, which is the movement that like Greta Thunberg and others started, but I was just like for scrolling through Instagram, I think one day, and then that popped up. So I was like, okay, why not join that? Like I'm not really into these, connecting with others and shit like that. But if there's something like that, maybe I can join and take part. So I did, and the people there were such amazing people. Well, I say this in like past tense weirdly, but I just went to their meeting today, or I guess yesterday, because it's like 2 a.m. But like they are such amazing people. Everyone is like, and of course, like I like that's like the, and not just them, like people. I genuinely like care about the issues, right? Like climate, just like the issues and messaging that they put out. So that's why I joined, and I continue to be part of that 7 month later, right? So that was like the best thing. I have so many friends from that group, and I love them all. And they are like, if I had to choose a person of the year personally, it would be like people from that group, especially someone that made that group, which she knows this channel. She's probably not watching, but if you are, I really love you. I thank you so much. Yeah, I've told her this, so it's not like, anyways. But yeah, and then in September, I um of course, that's college started in September, but I enrolled in college like in summer, and I started going to college. That was like something because I hadn't been in school for a while. Last time I was in college was in British Columbia, like in 2022, right after I dropped out of high school. Well, not right after, like 1 year after. But I was in a homestay and I was doing miserable, and I eventually dropped out. So there's that. And but now I'm with my parents here in Ontario, so that's kind of like, mentally, that's something that kind of makes me better rather than homestay, because I'm, you know I think people understand. But yeah, like I did make go through, like at some points in college I kind of felt really depressed, like, oh, should I be doing this, why am I going to college, things like that. But I did make it through, and I got all A's. I got 4 A's and 1 A plus. So yeah, I'm kind of bragging, I guess, but I'm so proud of myself for that. Yeah, like I'm 22, so most people my age are like graduating college by now. If they go to like 4 year college right after, or 4 year university right after like high school. So I'm really behind, like behind everyone in life if I think about it that way. But I don't really care about these things anymore, because at the end of the day, like I just need to be doing what I love and be happy, and do what I believe in, right? Like that's the most important thing. And like just being in school, like I was bullied in high school and I had to drop out, so that was like a big obstacle that was thrown into my life. And then I was like miserable in college back in British Columbia, and then I said, you know I it's not like I was just like fucking playing video games or whatever. And like, no offense to gamers out there, but um I was like thinking through a lot of things and just reading a lot of things. Sometimes, or like a lot of the times, I'm just, looking at nonsensical tweets on social media or whatnot, like people fighting, like political infighting within like some spheres or something. Like I do go down this hole a lot and like look at these fucking like political infighting within some like groups, leftist groups or whatever, or like right wing groups or whatever. Like I do like tends to like look at these nonsensical things, but at the same time, like I do think about like a lot of serious stuff too. Like not saying these infighting are unserious or whatever. I mean, some of them are, but I'm rambling. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is I did do a lot of thinking during all these years, and I'm sure they are like useful, like they had meaning. And I just basically what I'm saying is none of what I went through was like waste of time. I genuinely feel that way, and I am proud of myself for making it through this far, because I could have ended it all like at any point, honestly, because yeah, like it's been a tough times. But yeah, I don't know, just rambling, I guess. But here I am, alive, December 19th, 2025. Yesterday was my first crush. Well, not first, but second. Second, that sounds weird. But my middle school crush's birthday. I still remember her birthday. Oh my god, that's just a stupid thing that I just put up there. But anyways, yeah, I'm probably gonna be posting this, although it's really embarrassing. But I didn't want to like fucking, not post anything for like a month. So I am gonna do it. And yeah, thank you to all that just watch me ramble too. Like I'm kind of surprised that I have like 43 subscribers on here, but thanks. Yeah, love you all. Peace, free Palestine. I might post something like one more video or something this year too, but yeah. Have a happy holidays. Peace.